Lovely, so welcome everyone. My name's Sarah, for those of you who haven't met before. I hope you're all good on this Sunday morning. So we're going to start in a nice easy seated posture just to arrive. So just coming into a cross-legged seat. If you find that when you're in this seated position that you kind of round into the lower back a lot, which a lot of people do, then you can just sit on the very edge of a cushion or a yoga block, and what that will do is just lift the hips up a little bit and just help you to find a little bit more length in the spine. So we have this option of crossing the legs, making sure that we're on the sit bones here, and then bringing the hands to rest, either palms face down or the backs of the hands resting on the knees. If you've been doing easy pose for a while and you want an alternative seating position, you can come into Siddhasana. So you're just bringing one heel in towards the pubic bone and then just stacking the other leg in front. So it's a little bit like this. So why don't we give that a try if it feels a little uncomfortable, then just coming back into your easy pose. So just gently closing the eyes down. And just giving ourselves this time just to become present on our mat. So our yoga practice is a really nice opportunity just to begin to tune into ourselves, become present with our bodies, and noticing what we're feeling. And noticing how your physical body is feeling this morning. Maybe it's getting a little stiff, a little tight. Maybe you're feeling quite relaxed and your body feels quite soft. And just checking in with what your energy levels feel like this morning. Noticing if you're feeling a little lethargic, a little sleepy, or maybe you're feeling quite energized. And then slowly beginning to draw your focus to your mind. Just noticing how the mind is this morning. Noticing if it's a busy mind, distracted mind. Maybe it's feeling quite still and quite calm. So no judgment here on our mats, just accepting ourselves exactly where we are today. And just slowly beginning to tune into your breath. So without changing the breath, noticing how the breath is moving through your body. Maybe it's a shallow breath, or maybe it's a deep breath. Just observing the rise and fall of the chest or the abdomen. Every time the mind begins to wander, just drawing the attention back to the breath. Sitting with the inhale and the exhale. I invite you to take 3 deep inhales, filling the lungs as much as you can, taking that air all the way down to the lower belly, expanding out into the rib cage, into the upper chest, and on the exhale, just sighing out through the mouth. So using that exhale as an opportunity to let go of any stress or tension out of the body. Take another nice deep, full inhale, all the way down to the belly, expanding the rib cage, all the way into the upper chest, and letting everything go on the exhale. One last time like this, a nice full inhale, and letting everything go. Lovely. Next inhale, just gently beginning to blink the eyes open. We're going to come into our easy pose if you're not there already. And we're going to inhale, fingertips to sky. Bringing the arms alongside the ears, bringing the palms to face one another. So really find that length in your spine this morning. So grounding down through those sit bones, reach it up through the tips of the fingers. And as you exhale, you're going to turn the palms away from each other. And as you exhale, bring the hands all the way down together. So in yoga, we're always working with the breath. So do this for a few rounds. On the inhale, bringing palms to sky, really reaching up, finding that length in the spine. And on the exhale, turning the palms away, releasing the hands all the way down to earth. A nice, slow, controlled inhale and exhale. If you like, you can place a count on the inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Doing that one more time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. So we're going to inhale one last time, bringing fingertips to sky. And as you exhale, turn into your right this time, bringing that left hand onto the right knee, bringing that right hand behind. Keeping the chin in line with the center of the chest if you can. Keeping that nice length in the spine. And breathe a little deeper into the belly. Nice deep belly breath. So we're always aiming to engage with our belly breath in our yoga practice. It helps us to calm the nervous system. Taking one last breath here. And as you inhale, release and coming all the way back to center. And as you exhale, turning to the left this time. So bringing that right hand onto the left knee, bringing that left hand behind, keeping that lovely length in the spine, and that space in the chest. Taking some nice deep belly breaths. Lovely. Next inhale, coming all the way back to center. Last time, reaching fingertips to sky. And as you exhale, releasing those hands down to the earth. Lovely. So we're going to come onto all fours now. So coming into your tabletop. Just bringing the knees underneath the hips and the wrist creases underneath the shoulders. So this is our tabletop. So the tops of the feet are pressing down into the earth. You should balance the feet if you look between the knees. We'll just do a couple of cat-cows here. So on the inhale, releasing the belly down, inhaling chin to sky. And that space in the chest. You draw the shoulder blades towards each other. As you exhale, you begin to tuck the chin to chest, navel to spine, pushing the earth away through the palms. Bringing that gaze back between the knees. As you inhale, releasing the belly down, inhaling chin back to sky. And as you exhale, drawing chin to chest, navel to spine, pushing the earth away. Lovely. We'll just do 2 more of those. Go into the rhythm of your own breath. As you exhale, drawing chin to chest, navel to spine, bringing that gaze back between the knees. And as you inhale, raising chin back to sky. Just slowly warming up the body. Lovely. And then we'll come back to meet in our tabletop. So we're going to lift that left lower leg now. So we're pivoting on that left knee. And we're going to bring that left lower leg slightly off the mat at an angle. And then bring that right foot all the way down. So we're coming into our gate pose here. Want to make sure that you take the time just to line everything up. So you've got the right big toe in line with the left knee, in line with the left hand. Lovely. And then when you're here, you're going to bring those right fingertips all the way to sky. So you're stacking that right arm above the left arm. Now that right foot is parallel to the edge of the back of the mat. And you're pressing down into the outside edge of that right foot. So you're not on the big toe or the heel. The whole of that right foot is pressing down into the earth. Lovely. We're going to draw a nice big circle with that right arm. So bringing that right arm up overhead in line with the right ear. Drawing that right fingertips all the way down to the ground. Drawing a nice big circle. So just waking up that right shoulder joint. Draw 2 more circles here. Nice and slow, controlled movements. Just noticing how that right shoulder's feeling. Lovely. Next inhale, we're going to pause at the top here, reaching up to those right fingertips again. And as we inhale, we're going to push the floor away with that left palm, bringing that right hand onto the right leg and inhaling left fingertips to sky. So we've got this nice side body stretch from the left knee all the way up to the left fingertips. So really reaching as high as you can. And as you exhale, you're coming over into your side bend. So keeping that left shoulder in line with the left ear. Maybe gently bringing the gaze up towards the ceiling. So you're drawing that left shoulder back. Keeping your connection with your belly breath. Lovely. As you exhale, bringing fingertips back to sky, all the way back down to earth. Bringing right fingertips to sky. We're going to come into our kneeling half moon here. So we're going to lift that right foot. Let's open a little bit more room here. And you're pushing out through that right heel. That right leg is nice and straight. Challenging our balance a little bit here. Drawing that navel into the spine to help you engage the core. Lovely. As you exhale, bringing that right foot all the way down. You're going to push the earth away again. Bringing left fingertips to sky. Right hand to the right leg. Coming over into our side bend. This is called Karagasana, our gate pose. Nice opening pose with the side body. Breathing deep into that left rib cage. Do that one more time. Exhaling left fingertips all the way down. Right fingertips to sky, lifting that right foot into your kneeling half moon. Engaging that core, drawing the navel in towards the spine. One last time. Exhaling, bringing left fingertips to sky, right hand onto the right leg. Coming over into our side bend. Nice deep breaths into that left rib cage. Lovely. As you exhale, bringing that left hand down to the earth, bringing that right hand down, making your way back into your tabletop. Let's go do some tabletop circles here just to release the joints. So as you inhale, you're going to hinge forward over the wrist creases, lean over to the right, drop the hips all the way back over the heels and then over to the left. So nice fluid circles. You go as slow or as fast as you like here. Getting into the wrist joints, the shoulders, the hips and the knees. And then bringing those circles here in the opposite direction. Lovely. And then coming back to meet in your tabletop. So I'm going to turn around now so you can see from this side. This time we're going to pivot on that right knee, bringing that right lower leg slightly off the mat as an angle, and then bringing that left foot all the way down. So just taking a moment to check your alignment here. That right wrist is in line with the right knee, and the knee is in line with the big toe of the left foot. The whole of that left foot is pressing down into the earth, really pressing into the outside of that left foot. And then inhaling left fingertips to sky. So stacking that left arm over the right. Lovely. As you inhale, push the floor away with that right hand. Bringing right fingertips all the way to sky. Bringing that left hand to rest on the left leg. Getting this nice side body stretch on the right side of the body. As you inhale, you're going to reach up through the fingertips. And as you exhale, coming over into your side bend. So keeping that right arm in line with the right ear. Drawing that right arm slightly back. Bring your gaze up towards the sky. Your connection with your breath. Lovely. As you exhale, bring your fingertips back to sky and then that hand all the way down to the floor. Bring your left fingertips to reach towards the sky. So we're going to come into our kneeling half moon pose here. So we're going to lift that left foot. And again, that left foot is flexed, so we're pressing out to that left heel, drawing that navel in towards the spine, helping to engage the core. Really challenging our balance here this morning. Making sure you're not holding your breath. As you exhale, bringing that left foot all the way down, pressing that right hand away, bringing right fingertips to the sky, and exhaling over into your side bend. Lovely. So we'll do that 2 more times. As you exhale, bringing that hand all the way down to the floor, inhaling left fingertips to the sky. I'm going to inhale to lift that left foot, so flexing that left foot, so pressing through that left heel. As you exhale, bringing that left foot down, right fingertips to sky, going over into your side bend. Lovely. As you exhale, bringing that right hand back down to the floor, left fingertips to sky. One last time, we're going to lift that left foot into our kneeling half moon pose. Lovely. As you exhale, bringing that left foot down, that left hand down, back into your tabletop. And you're going to push back into your child's pose from here. So bringing that forehead to rest down on the ground. Keeping the arms stretched out in front. Just taking a couple of resting breaths here. So any time for the practice today, if you feel you need to rest, knowing that child's pose is always available to you. And just take 3 more breaths here. And as you inhale, just beginning to lift the forehead, coming all the way back up into your tabletop. So bringing those wrist creases underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. So then we're coming to a little flow here with our child's pose and our cat-cow spine. So as you exhale, bringing the hips back over the heels, bringing the forehead down to the earth. Moving into our cat-cow spine. So beginning to arch the spine as you draw the chin to chest, navel to spine. Once the shoulders are over the wrist, release the belly down. Inhale, chin to sky. Exhale to push back into your child's pose. So as you inhale, you're lifting the hips as you round the spine, keeping the chin tucked. Once shoulders are over wrist, releasing the belly down. Inhaling, chin to sky. Exhaling to release back. Doing 2 more. Just go into the rhythm of your own breath here. Taking this time just to sense into the spine. Slowly waking the body up. And then after your last one, we're going to be in our tabletop. So coming into our first downward facing dog, so making sure that you're spreading the fingers, creating that nice L shape with the index finger and thumb. We're going to tuck the toes under, release the knees, push the hips back towards the heels and up towards the sky. And just gently beginning to pedal out through the feet. Maybe just bending one knee as you straighten the opposite leg. Bringing the gaze underneath the shoulders. Beginning to sense a little deeper into the body now. Lovely. And then finding that stillness in your downward facing dog. Drawing those heels down towards the earth. Doing that nice stretch, that hamstring stretch down the back of the legs. Taking a nice deep inhale through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. Lovely. Next inhale, draw the shoulders forward over the wrists, coming into your high plank. So releasing the hips down so they're in line with the body. Pushing out through the heels. Keeping that navel drawing in towards the spine, helping to engage the core. Keeping your connection with your breath. And as you exhale, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Do that 2 more times. So inhaling to roll forward into your plank. Snapping those shoulders over the wrists. Pressing into the finger pads, the corners of the hands. And feel like you're pushing the earth away, so really elevating those shoulder blades towards the sky. Exhaling to push back into your downward facing dog. Doing that one last time. Inhaling forward into your high plank. Take 2 breaths here. And then exhaling back into your down dog. Next inhale, lift that right foot to sky, 3-legged dog. Squaring those hips down to the floor. So you're flexing that right foot, pushing out of that right heel. You're going to bend that right knee and draw that right knee towards the nose. So you're sliding the shoulders forward over the wrists, and you're going to step that right foot forward. So releasing that left knee down, coming into your low lunge here. So releasing that back foot down, keeping the fingertips on the floor, and just drawing the chest forward. So find that space in the chest, sliding those shoulder blades down the back. Getting a little deeper into the hips. Nice deep belly breaths. Lovely. Next inhale, we're going to bring fingertips to the sky. And as we bring fingertips to the sky, we're going to straighten that right leg, coming onto that right heel. That right leg is nice and straight, keeping our balance on our right heel. Lovely. As we inhale, we're going to bend that right knee, coming forward into our low lunge. So play a little bit with our balance this morning. So this is when we come up, we're going to do that again, but bring the arms back. So as you inhale, you're drawing the arms back, coming onto that right heel. Nice straight leg. As you inhale, come forward into your low lunge. Drawing the arms alongside the ears. Exhaling to come back onto the right heel as you straighten the right leg. And that length in the spine. And then we're going to inhale forward into our low lunge. One last time now. Bringing fingertips all the way to sky. And then we're going to take hold of the opposite elbow. So bending the elbows. See if you can draw the elbow towards the ceiling. Drawing those shoulder blades towards each other. Find that space in the chest. We'll take 2 breaths here. Lovely. Releasing the elbows, bringing the hands down to the floor. You're going to tuck the toes under, and you're going to lift that right foot all the way back up into your 3-legged dog, pushing out through that right heel. Lovely. Let's exhale, releasing that right foot down to the earth, coming back into your downward facing dog. So making sure those feet are hip distance apart. I'll do that on the other side now. So inhaling that left foot to sky, pushing out through that left heel, squaring the hips down to the floor. You're going to bend that left knee, draw that left knee towards the nose. You're sliding the shoulders forward over the wrists, and then stepping that left foot through. So coming into our low lunge on this side, releasing that right knee down, top of the right foot down, making sure we have that left knee stacked over the left ankle. Keeping fingertips on the earth, you're going to draw the chest forward. Sliding those shoulder blades down the back. Nice deep belly breaths. Notice if the hips feel a little tighter on this side. They feel a little bit more looser. And the next inhale, we're going to raise fingertips to sky. And as you raise fingertips to sky, we're straightening that left leg, coming onto that left heel. Using that left heel to help you with your balance. As we inhale, we're going to bend that left knee, coming into our lower lunge, keeping those arms in line with the ears. This time we're going to draw the arms back as we straighten that left leg. So as you inhale, sweeping the arms back, fingertips down towards the earth, coming onto that left heel as you straighten the left leg. Lovely. As you inhale, bring forward into your low lunge, raising fingertips to the sky. Nice, slow, controlled movements. Doing that 2 more times. Exhaling to sweep the arms back. Coming onto that left heel. Inhaling forward into your low lunge. Lovely. Exhaling back. Coming onto the left heel. And making our way into our last low lunge. So bringing fingertips all the way to sky, drawing those arms alongside the ears. And then taking hold of the opposite elbow again. So bending the elbows, seeing if you can draw the elbows back and up towards the ceiling. So really creating that space in the chest, drawing those shoulder blades towards each other. So get a little deeper into the hips here as well. Noticing where you're feeling it in the body. Feels tight, so you can breathe a little deeper into that space. Lovely. As you exhale, releasing the elbows, bringing the hands down to the floor, tucking the toes under the back foot, and then sweep that left foot all the way back up into your 3-legged dog, pushing out through that left heel. Lovely. As you exhale, bringing that left foot down, back into your down dog here. We're going to make our way to our first vinyasa. So we're going to inhale, the draw shoulders over wrist creases, coming into your high plank. We're going to release the knees down into half plank as you bend the elbows, chin and chest down to the floor, coming up into our baby cobra. So just lifting the upper chest for the first one. Drawing those elbows in close to the rib cage, pressing those hips down into the earth. Get a breath here. Lovely. Taking the toes under, you're going to push all the way back into your downward facing dog. Taking a nice deep inhale through the nose and sign out to the mouth. Have a nice deep inhale. Leave everything go on the exhale. And then you're going to slowly walk the hands back towards the feet. So coming into your forward fold, feet are hip distance apart, nice generous bend in the knees. Either allow the backs of the hands to fall onto the ground, or take hold of the opposite elbow here. This is our ragdoll posture. Just allowing the whole of the upper body just to hang nice and loose. Maybe even nodding or shaking the head just to release the neck. So keeping that gaze back between the knees rather than looking down at the floor or the feet. Gaze is back between the knees. Allowing the neck just to hang nice and soft. As you exhale, you're going to release the hands down to the floor. You're going to inhale into your half lift. So find that length in the legs now. Bringing the hands onto the shins. So every time we come into our half lift, we have this option. Other option, if you've got long arms like me, you can bring the fingertips down to the floor. You can do that as well. So just doing whatever feels most comfortable for you. And that nice length in the spine as you draw the shoulders away from the ears. Keeping that gaze down at the earth, neck is nice and soft. Exhaling back down into your forward fold. As you inhale, sweep fingertips all the way to sky, bringing the palms of the hands together. We're going to pause at the top, interlace the fingers, and just point up through the index finger here. Really rooting down through all 4 corners of the feet. And as you exhale, we're going to lean to the right, coming to a right side bend here. So keeping the arms in line with the ears. Really pressing down to the outside edge of that left foot. As you inhale, coming all the way back up to center. And as you exhale, moving over to the left. So keeping the arms in line with the ears, pressing down into the outside edge of that right foot. Lovely. Inhaling all the way back to center. Bringing the palms of the hands together and exhaling down to heart center. We'll take 2 breaths here. Allowing each breath to ground you further. Lovely. As you inhale, sweeping fingertips all the way to sky. Exhaling down into your forward fold. Bringing the forehead towards the knees. Inhaling up into your heart. Exhaling forward fold. You're going to walk the hands forward. Coming back into your downward facing dog. We'll take a couple of breaths here. Next inhale, you're going to lift that left foot to the sky. This time we're going to bend that left knee and open that left hip. So you're trying to stack that left hip on top of the right. Also, you're trying to hit that right foot cheek with the left heel. Planting evenly into both hands. You're pressing into the finger pads, the corners of the hands. Lovely. Using that left knee bend, you're going to come back to center, drawing that left knee towards the nose, and then stepping that left foot forward. You're going to release that right foot down. So the right foot slightly turned in a 45-degree angle, and then windmilling the arms up into your warrior 2. So making sure you have the arms in line with the shoulders, palms face down. Nice wide stance here, a deep bend in that left knee. You want to feel that you're tearing the mat apart with both feet, so you're pushing the feet away from each other. You bring your wrist on that middle finger of the left hand. Be nice and strong in your warrior pose. The pose a little longer today, so we can begin to really sink a little deeper into them, noticing where we're feeling them in the body. We're going to bring that left palm to sky now, and as you inhale, straighten that left leg. Bringing left fingertips to sky, bringing that right hand onto the back legs. This is our reverse triangle. Nice side body stretch. Really reaching up through the left fingertips. Lovely. As you exhale, then come back into your warrior 2. So bringing that nice deep bend into the left knee. If you look down that left foot, you should just bounce to the big toe, maybe the second toe. If you can see all toes, your stance needs to be a little wider. Bringing that left palm to sky again. Straightening that left leg. Reverse Trikonasana, bringing that right hand to the back leg, bringing that nice side body stretch. Lovely. Now from here, we're going to reach out into our triangle pose. So keeping the legs straight, bringing the arms up in line with the shoulders. Then bring your joints on that middle finger of the left hand, reaching out as far as you can, and then bringing the back of that left hand to rest on the inside of the left shin. Right fingertips to sky. So aiming to stack that right arm above the left. Your balance is okay, your neck is okay. Bring your gaze up towards that right thumb. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Again, you're tearing the mat apart with both feet, keeping the legs nice and strong. And as you inhale, slowly coming all the way back up into your warrior 2. So from here, we're going to come into our half moon pose. Some of you have done this before. It's a tricky balancing pose. We're going to come into it really slowly and just see where you're at today with it. So you can just play with it. It doesn't matter if you're at the full version of the pose. So you can do it with me now. I'm going to demonstrate it. You can do it at the same time. So I'm going to come into this warrior 2 pose, but just bring that back foot in a little closer. I'm going to bring that right hand onto the right hip. And then you're going to bring that left hand down to the floor. And you're going to keep your gaze over the floor. It might be said that all you're doing is lifting that right foot. Okay. If you can keep that right foot lifted for a while, I want you to push out through that right heel. We did the kneeling version of this pose at the start of the class. Once you've found your balance, you can begin to draw your gaze and look at the wall. Only once you have your balance here and your gaze at the wall, you're going to draw that right shoulder back and bring right fingertips to the sky. It doesn't matter if you fall out of the pose, just slowly making your way back in. We're just playing on our mat here, just noticing where we're at. Taking 2 more breaths. When you're ready, releasing that right foot back down, back into your warrior 2. Well done. We're going to windmill the hands down to the floor. Push all the way back into your downward facing dog. Taking a couple of breaths here. When you're ready, we're going to make our way through our slow vinyasa. Take any version of vinyasa that feels right for you. Drawing the shoulders over the wrists into high plank. Releasing the knees down. Bending the elbows, chin and chest down. And lifting up, maybe a little higher this time. Stay in baby cobra if you've got any lower back issues. If not, you can come a little bit higher. We're going to come to upward facing dog. You're pressing to the tops of the feet, releasing the thighs. Keeping the gaze ahead so you're not crunching the back of the neck. Lovely. So bring the toes under, pushing all the way back into your down dog. Taking a couple of breaths here. And we'll do that sequence on the other side now. So we're going to lift that right foot up to sky. 3-legged dog. We're going to bend the right knee this time and open the right hip. So aiming to stack that right hip on top of the left. Pressing evenly into both hands. Keeping your connection with your belly button. You're going to keep that right knee bent, draw to center. Begin to draw that knee towards the nose and step that right foot through. So we're coming into our Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Nice deep bend in that right knee. Bringing that back foot down, just slightly turned in. Nice wide stance. Making sure we have the arms in line with the shoulders. Bring your drishti along that middle finger of the right hand. Beginning to feel that heat in the body in our warrior poses. Drawing that breath down to the belly. We're going to bring that right palm to sky. And as we inhale, right fingertips to sky, we're straightening that right leg. Coming into our reverse triangle. A nice side belly stretch, reaching up through those right fingertips. You bring your drishti, your gazing point towards that right palm. And as you exhale, back out into your warrior 2. So you can think a little bit deeper this time. Bringing that gaze, that middle finger of the right hand. About 2 more times, bringing that right palm to sky. Straighten that right leg, reverse Trikonasana. Really reaching up through those fingertips, find that length in the side body. Exhaling back out into your warrior 2. One last time, right palm to sky. Nice length in the side body. This time we're going to keep both legs straight. We're going to bring the arms in line with the shoulders. Reach out through the fingertips as far as you can reach. Bring the back of that right hand up the inside of the right shin. Left fingertips to sky. Back into our Trikonasana triangle pose. Your balance is okay, your neck is okay. Bring your gaze up to that left thumb. Nice slow belly breaths. Lovely. Inhaling to come all the way back up to center, back into your warrior two. So we've got balancing pose on this side now, the half moon pose. So again, bring your stance in a little closer. So you're kind of still in this warrior two with the bent knee. Bringing that left hand onto the left hip. Bringing that right hand down onto the floor. So it might be that one side feels a little easier than the other. Noticing where you're at. Once you've found your balance, then beginning to turn the gaze to the wall. So don't lift the arm until you've found your balance. Only the spot on the wall to focus on. And then bringing left fingertips to the sky. So you have a tendency to hold our breath in our balancing poses. So seeing if you can continue to breathe. Very important that we continue to breathe. Lovely. 2 more breaths here. And when you're ready, just releasing that back foot down, back into your warrior two. Well done, everyone. And then bringing the hands all the way down to the earth, back into your downward facing dog. Give a couple of breaths here. And when you're ready, moving through your own vinyasa at your own pace. So either coming into your high plank or your half plank. Making your way into your baby cobra. Maybe coming a little higher. See what feels good for your body. Taking your time in this vinyasa. And when you're ready, coming all the way back into your downward facing dog. So taking any last stretches or movements that feel good for your body. There's some spots that you can get to today. It's just taking any last movements or stretches that feel good. And then when you're ready, you can release the knees down into your child pose. So keep your knees together if you can. Bringing the forehead onto the floor. And draw the arms alongside the body. You just want the shoulders to melt down into the earth. Keeping the forehead on the mat. And take a few restful breaths here. Next inhale, just gently begin to lift the forehead. Bring back to sit on the heels. I'm just going to stay here for a little while, just to do some shoulder stretches here. So find that nice length in the spine. I'm going to bring that right elbow into the center of the chest, bringing that left underneath the right, and taking hold of the opposite hand, going to our eagle arms. Can't take hold of the hands, and just bringing the backs of the arms together. Just gently closing the eyes down. Drawing your focus, that space between the shoulder blades. And if you can breathe a little deeper into that space. As you exhale, you're drawing the elbows away from the chest, broadening out across the upper back. And as you inhale, begin to draw fingertips to the sky. Just find your natural range of motion here, no forcing. As you exhale, release all the way back down. Do that one more time. Inhaling, fingertips to sky. Exhaling to release all the way down. We're going to release the elbows now and just draw some nice circles with the shoulders. Drawing the shoulders to the back of the room and to the front. Lovely. So we're on the other side now. So bringing that left elbow into the center, bringing the right underneath the left, taking hold of the opposite hand. And just gently closing the eyes down again. Focusing that space at the back of the heart center, between the shoulder blades. Even if you can breathe and soften the muscles in this area. And as you exhale, you're drawing the elbows away from the upper chest. Beginning to draw fingertips to sky, on your natural range of motion. Exhaling to release the elbows all the way back down. Inhaling one last time, fingertips to sky. And exhale all the way back. Lovely. You're going to release the elbows, bring the fingertips onto the floor, and we're going to do 3 shoulder shrugs here. So we're going to inhale the shoulders all the way up to the ears and sigh out through the mouth. 2 more like that. A nice deep inhale. One last inhale. Lovely. So slowly and gently, just coming back to lie on the mat now. So coming to lie on your back body. You're going to keep the knees bent. Feet are hip distance apart. Just bring the arms alongside the body, palms face down. If you look at the knees, you can imagine you've got one of those yoga blocks between the knees. The knees shouldn't be really far apart, and they shouldn't be touching. So just imagine you have a small yoga block between the knees. We're going to bring the hands, palms face down. The arms are alongside the body, just resting the back of the head. We're just going to finish here with some gentle bridge floats. So all you're going to do is press into the soles of the feet as you begin to tilt the pelvis, peel the tailbone off the mat, and just gently begin to lift the hips towards the sky. So having that nice length in the front body, pushing out through the knees. Keep the eyes closed or keep the gaze on the ceiling. So try not to turn your neck here. As you exhale, I want you to feel like you're releasing one vertebrae down at a time. So releasing the middle back first, then the lower back, and the sacrum and the hips, the last to touch the ground. So we'll do a couple of these now. Go into the rhythm of your own breath. So taking it really nice and slow. Taking this time to really tune into the spine. Picking that lower back off first and then the middle back. You begin to press a little weight into the shoulders. You push out through the knees. And as you exhale, gently releasing one vertebrae at a time back down onto the earth. So giving yourself a little back massage on the Sunday morning. Now if you like, you can begin to involve the arms in this. So as you inhale, lift the hips. Begin to lift the arms up overhead. Bringing the backs of the hands onto the floor. So nice full body stretch. And as you exhale, slowly beginning to release one vertebrae down at a time. Back onto the earth, bringing the palms of the hands all the way down. So you're bringing this nice wave-like motion into the body. Just connecting the breath with the movements. If it feels too much with the arms, then just keep going just with the hips. Just do 2 more of these. And when you're ready, just gently beginning to release the hips, the sacrum back onto the earth. Bringing the arms alongside the body. You're going to lift the knees in towards the chest and just place one hand on each knee. I'm going to finish with a little hip massage here. So you're going to draw the knees into the chest. Separate the knees away. Push the knees away from the body and then back together in the center. So we draw in big circles with the knees, but really we're getting into those hip joints. Nice way to finish our practice. And then bring in those circles in the opposite direction. And slowly just keeping the knees bent. You're going to bring the arms out in a cross shape. If you don't have room, coming into your cactus arms. You're going to keep the knees together. And as you exhale, just allow the knees to come over to the left side. Bringing that gaze over towards the right hand. It feels nice, you can place that left hand onto the top knee. Just coming into your lying down twist. Just allowing the body just to surrender a little deeper. Taking 2 more breaths here. When you're ready, just gently beginning to draw the knees back to center. You're going to pause here for a moment, coming back into your neutral spine. And when you're ready, just allowing the knees to fall over to the right side this time. Bringing that right hand to rest on the top knee. Bring the gaze over towards that left hand. Just allowing the body just to release and to let go. Taking 2 more breaths. You're ready, slowly bringing the knees back to center, allowing the feet to come back onto the earth. I'm just beginning to lengthen out through the legs, getting yourselves nice and comfy for your final relaxation pose of Shavasana. So allowing the feet to fall out to the sides. You can either bring the palms of the hands to rest on the belly, or bring the backs of the hands to rest on the ground. Just taking this time now just to let go of your practice, let go of the breath. Just allow the whole of your body just to grow nice and heavy. Surrendering to your Shavasana. Slowly beginning to bring your awareness back to your body. You're aware of the sounds outside the room and inside the room. And to bring some small movements back into the fingertips and toes. We're gently turning the head from side to side. And then bringing the arms up overhead into a full body stretch. And slowly beginning to bend the knees, giving the knees a nice hug into the chest. And just gently rocking from side to side. Going to lie on one side for a restful breath. In your own time, keeping your eyes closed, slowly coming back into a seated position, bringing the palms of the hands together at heart center. And we'll finish by taking 3 inhales through the nose, sighing out through the mouth. Nice deep inhale. Nice deep inhale. And one last inhale. Thank you ourselves for showing up for our practice this morning. Namaste. Thanks guys, well done. I hope you enjoyed that. We have sunshine today, so get out, enjoy the sunshine. And I'll see you same time next week. I'm not sure what's happening with face-to-face classes yet. We might have one last week online, I think. So, but yes, I'll see you again soon. Thanks so much. Thanks, Sarah. Have a lovely Sunday. Take care. Bye. Bye.